Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Drive Me Nuts. I'm Dennis. It is the 4th of March, and a little update on the house here. They've restarted to do the front door entryways. They've got that little bit cut and just started to do the basic outline of it. They've also knocked down the top 3 rows of this and this. They've restarted putting those on already. And you can see the difference in their work quality. Those top 2 rows are new and are clean, good looking. And after that, it gets ugly. And then they've knocked these down. They'll start doing those. I mean, they're using everything they're supposed to use. They're doing it right. This front window wall of ours in our room is completely knocked out and cleaned up. They've got everything piled up and staged. We got a lot of trash, obviously, with demolition going on. Quite a bit of trash. All the block from all the walls, all the cement that they've poured, all the metal, it's all ripped out. But we did find something that, not this team's fault, last team's fault. The support for our daughter's room upstairs is not level. I busted out my level today, and it is completely out of whack. When you check the bubble, the bottom is leaning in, the top is leaning out. So I don't know how they can fix that without redoing the whole support. I'm assuming they can probably break the concrete, tie into the rebar with some more rebar, and then extend it out a little bit. That would be my guess. We'll find out when the team gets here and when the foreman actually gets here, which we still don't know. But they got a lot of work done yesterday. They did the 20 centimeter bottoms before the window frames go in, obviously. Everything's perfect, chalk line, level, nice and straight, done right. Give you an idea of what's going on with the support here. So what they did is they built it off, and I'm assuming they're going to put a little brick under here or block under here, cut it and fit it where that piece of wood is. They put that in just to support it, because you can see, again, I don't know how the camera's going to play it off, where it's sticking out quite far. Get around this corner without falling off this ledge. Sticking out pretty far there, but then as you go up, it gets closer and closer. It's this that is off completely. It is bad, like very bad, but everything's plumb. I checked it. We even took a green line and a chalk line and checked it ourselves before the team even got here. Everything's straight with the walls. It's just that support that's out of whack. And they did this side as well. And see, they've got the green line here going across, so everything's straight. It's just a matter of the other team did such a bad job. And these are all completely straight and level, plumb to the supports. These supports are all okay. They also did our son's 20 centimeter AAC block here, and then they redid the wall for our son's back bedroom, and everything's plumb and straight here. So yeah, the other team is they screwed a lot up, and I know I've ragged on them a lot. I'm trying not to as much, but can't help it. It's not an easy job for these guys to go around and redo someone else's work, which is what they're having to do over and over and over again. They also took out the door frame on our room. They started on the other one, knocking that all out. As you can see, just looking at how bowed that was away from the wall, or away from the support, I mean. It's just unbelievably bad craftsmanship, bad work. Same here, bows out. But those are coming out anyway. Next thing, they still got to wait for the foreman to get here to get permission from the company and foreman to knock this whole section out. And if they have to, this probably, I'm assuming, since it's a straight line up, they'll have to knock that out as well. We'll see when they get a foreman out here. So yeah, that is the update. That's what's going on. We're just waiting for the team to get here to start their work, and we'll be here watching, seeing what's going on. They didn't start any plumbing stuff because I think he said yesterday they had to, yeah, they have to wait for the foreman to get here because they have to redo all the whole upstairs bathroom. They just had it all out of whack where the plumbing needed to be. Oh, they also filled in the stairs. They got that done. They pushed it all in there and filled that in, and then they'll fill this part and get that all smoothed out. In here, they didn't do anything in here yet. It's just amazing how much better, how much cleaner their work is on those top two blocks versus how sloppy and ugly the rest of the walls are. This shows professionalism. Shows you care about your work. We're very happy. Very happy. They got a lot done for not having a foreman or permission to do stuff. They just started doing it. They know they got to fix a lot. And we told them yesterday that if they need to do anything as far as knocking walls out that they think are really bad, do it. We'll deal with the company. We'll take the consequences for that. And it's not going to fall on these guys. It'll fall on us to deal with the company and push them to say, you guys screwed up. You guys have to fix it. And these guys will do, hopefully, the things we ask, and then we'll deal with the consequences of the company. I'm not going to let these guys get in trouble for doing what we tell them to do. So that's the update for now. When the team gets here, I'll get back to you. Good morning, everybody. It is the 5th of March, and they did a lot of work yesterday, basically measuring and getting everything lined up. And they also, if I can get around here, they started our 20 centimeter block coming up for the window. Our bedroom will have a large window here. They've got all that lined up. They started this one again, the one they knocked out. Giant mess of brick that they've taken out of here. But that's our room. It's looking good. Good even layers of the glue in here. And another problem they found with the old builder, the old team, I should say, this they did wrong. As you can see, there's a chalk line there. They're going to have to put a piece of wood under to build the red brick like they did here, because they didn't measure it out properly when they did our bathroom. This side is fine, even though it's not close to where it's supposed to be even wise, but that's fine. The red brick will cover up any mistakes there, but as you can see, this line is right on the edge, so they'll have to build off of a piece of wood support build off of that and then take it out later. But they've got everything marked out here, so that's a good thing. They didn't work too much on the door frame coming out, just took out some stuff. They were basically working a lot on getting all the metal welded up for our front stairs. They've got everything lined up down here where the stairs will be. One guy was working on that all day yesterday. The foreman did come yesterday. We met her. She's a younger girl, but she's very eager to learn. She wants to know more about being a foreman. Not sure how many jobs she's been on, if any, before this. She was with the builders pretty much the entire morning and learning, asking a million questions about it, referring to the boss of the team, asking him, what about this, what about this, what about this, and then making calls to the office at the same time. So she looks like she's going to work out. If she's eager to learn and not willing to just be here and, give out, oh, well, this is not okay and this is not. No, she's learning, which is good. So we're happy about that. And the boss of the team is very, very attention to detail oriented. He's not playing around. He's doing the right thing with every single aspect so far since he's been here. They did do the computer room / spare bedroom. They got that because there's a window going there. They obviously couldn't put another 20 centimeter block, so they just did 7.5 long ways, and they got the middle dowels in there. They got the center section done, and then on this side as well. So that's all set up and ready to go. Yesterday was, most of the day was just measuring and remeasuring and checking everything that was really messed up. And one big mistake we found, I know I pointed this out in the last video, how warped out this goes, but when we originally did this, they said that this was going to be double walled. So I'm not sure what happened there. So what we talked about with the new foreman and the team, the boss of the team yesterday, is how much render it would take to fill this, where this wall is, out to the space, and fill it all level with this, which is quite deep. And he said it's going to be about 4 centimeters of render on either side, and that sticking to the metal is not going to be a good thing. It's going to crack. As you can see the metal does have a space where the block is. What we originally spoke with the old foreman, take what he said with a grain of salt, was this was supposed to be double walled because of this metal support coming through for the roof on both sides. This was supposed to be double blocked. So what they were supposed to do was build this out to here, to the lip, all the way down, and then have it even with the supports and have it even with the metal here. And then on this side, they were supposed to put one on the inside row on both sides of the room. They were supposed to have that. That didn't happen. So after speaking with them yesterday and going over it for, seemed like an hour, They were trying to figure out what to do, calling the office. And I know in our plan, that metal support wasn't even there. The people who drew up our plan screwed that up. And like I've said before, with the stairs, they are building a box over the top. But this metal support wasn't supposed to be in here. They had to add this support because of the style of house we have. So when we first discussed it, it was supposed to be double blocked on each side to cover up that metal. Clearly that never happened. So now we are waiting for them to come today and let us know what the office decided, what the owner decided, the owner of the company decided, I should say. And we told them, we said, you know, if it costs an extra 10,000 baht, do it. Like, it was supposed to be done originally this way. That's the way we discussed and talked to them about it, and it's not our fault they didn't do it. We'll pay, obviously, for the block and the cement and the work. That's on us to pay, and I'm fine with that. If it's 10,000 baht, you figure 7.5 blocks are only, what, 18 baht a piece? Even if you needed 100 of them, hell, even if you needed 200 of them, you'd be looking at, what, 3,600 baht? And then the cement, you know, 300 baht a bag, you're probably looking at 3 bags, 4 bags. So I don't think it's going to be that much. Like we told her yesterday, you know, let them know we're fine paying the difference. It's got to be done. We have to do it. Apparently it's supposed to be 2 millimeters or 20 millimeters or 2 centimeters, the same thing, that it is supposed to be the thickness of the render. Any thicker than that, you start getting cracks and start having problems. It's just too thick and it's too much render. And the boss was explaining that to the foreman yesterday, and, you know, they agreed, let's try to remedy the situation. So, you know, if you got 4 centimeters on each side with render, we're just going to have nothing but problems with those walls later on. So we'll see what they came to the conclusion when they discussed everything in the afternoon. We were here pretty much all day yesterday, and, you know, I'm not going to film while they're working. That's the first thing I did in the last video was having that guy do the brick for us and, you know, getting that on film. But I'm not going to sit over their shoulder and micromanage the hell out of them while I'm filming just so I can get footage of it. So we just chilled and talked, and yeah, it was overall a good day yesterday. A lot of progress made as far as planning and what's coming next. Build-wise, not a ton of progress. You know, they did block here and there and whatnot, but I think they're coming down the road now. So, oh, no, that's not them. We'll find out when they get here. So yeah, that's where we stand. And if I get any updates today as far as what they're going to do with this wall, I guess there's quite a bit of metal to cover up in there. And they said they're going to put mesh, like a mesh netting on it before they do the rendering. And I don't know, from videos I've seen, they do that kind of thing. I am not familiar with it. I've never done it. I've only seen it in some videos. But he said even with the mesh, it's just not going to stick right, and it's going to crack between where the cement is and where the metal is. So that's it for today. Well, for right now. I will find out what's going on and let y'all know. This is so much of an easier process when you actually have people that know what they're doing. Like, you have the boss of the team right here. He's actually doing all the metal work for the door frame in the front. Yeah, the next senior guy, he's getting our stairs all level. Apparently there was a problem with the floor pour. What a surprise, the last team screwed up. they did not take into account the 10 centimeters of cement that's going around for a walkway around the entire house. So the foreman here, she's sitting here with the plans, going over everything, and she pointed out, wait, this is wrong. So she caught it before they even caught it. So good on her, very good on her to get that catch. So you got a team working in this room, you got a guy working in this room, a guy working in the back room, the boss here, second boss here, and the other guys over there getting wood cut to get everything set up for the pour of this door frame concrete. They are working in unison. It's amazing. It's amazing to watch a team that knows what they're doing after the crap that we had before. And this foreman, she's young, but she's on it. She's constantly on her phone, calculating things, making phone calls. So her plans were new yesterday. They don't look new anymore. They are like, some of the pages are ripped. She's just going to town, getting everything set. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna put a little montage in this. You guys, if you got this far, have seen a lot of little work going on this morning. And yeah, that's gonna wrap this one up. If you guys did enjoy, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe. Again, the comments, much appreciated. Again, thank you. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.